the speed. On the move. Can he make it? They can't catch him. Touchdown.
A kick return for a touchdown in a playoff game. This stadium has come alive.
How badly does this guy and this unit want to get to the national championship? This is huge and a game-changing moment that I think we may be looking back at as a turning point in the game. Great blocks and great speed there for the touchdown.
And the PAT is good. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. Remember last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or the defense come up with a stop? And they'll start off with a deep shot.
Caught way downfield for a huge gain.
And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
First down, looking to throw the football. Wow, back-to-back deep shots. And the pass caught inside the 15.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
The Canes looking to take advantage of the red zone trip here. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. They'll try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Takes the handoff again. They prevent the touchdown. Ball be spotted at the 3.
Well, I would just stick with this RPO. That's a really solid gain, and it's plays like this that eventually make that defense collapse down. Then you can pull it and hit a big play through the air to your receiver.
So here we go, third down. Defense needs a stop here. Try to force a field goal attempt. Try to pick up the third down yardage on the ground. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Well, this defense is being challenged. They're close to their own goal line, but how about this play? All 11 guys coming together. They stood firm. The result is a short loss for the offense. Nice job.
Met kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Defense looking to bring heavy pressure here. Quick throw testing the middle. That falls incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on first down.
Well, the offense coordinator with the right call, trying to take a shot there, but just poor execution. They couldn't come up with a big play. Let's see if the coach tries it again later, or maybe in the second half.
And he lofts it toward the left sideline. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there. But now it's third down.
But Chris, the offense takes a shot downfield, and this defender does a great job of making a play on the ball. Not only that, he tips that ball up into the air. Good chance for the defense to come up with an interception there.
On third down, he drops to throw. He's going to take another shot right here.
That deep shot is caught for a big gain.
And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play. Pass complete for a first down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. inside the red zone. They're looking to throw. And the junior able to get home with the sack.
Man, that's how you respond after giving up such a big play through the air. The next play, you get after the quarterback, make some adjustments, and come up with a nice sack.
We'll see if the offense can overcome that sack. 2nd and long. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He's got a man down the middle. Tackle's made quickly, but they are knocking on the door at the 8-yard line. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. The offense threatening now. 1st and goal. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. 1st and goal. Handoff. They tackle him behind the line. A loss of 4.
And I just love that this defense is not giving up on this 1st and goal. They attacked. They got through. They got penetration. A nice job of being able to keep them out of the end zone.
So off the loss, it's 2nd and goal from the 11. Pass caught. Can he get in? And the defense makes a saving tackle at the 2-yard line.
Well, the running back at that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
They come up 2 yards from the goal line. Can they punch it in here on 3rd down? That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Well, the power run is stuffed. Barely makes his way back to the line of scrimmage on that one. So 4th down now from the 3. They'll go for it. And the defense rise up for a big stop. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. And he will score! Touchdown, Tulane. They were back down to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution. They reached the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. He'll bring it out from his end zone. Tackled at the 12. The coach wishes he left that one in the end zone. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. Kept out of the end zone last time. Had to settle for a short field goal. Can they improve upon that here? Falls incomplete. A lot of heat on that throw. Quarterback now all alone in the backfield. Receiver in motion now. A pop pass on the jet sweep. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over in that time. So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Looking for his big tight end. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
One of the areas that separates good offensive coordinators from great ones is how efficient their offense is on 3rd down passing plays. And that was a perfect call and really well executed.
On 1st down, it's play action. He's moving out of the pocket now. On the run here, taking a deep shot. Pass is caught right near the sideline. What a catch. Does get the foot down.
Boy, nice throw and a great catch here by this Miami Hurricane wide receiver. For our younger audience out there who might be watching this game, I got to tell you, you may not remember this, but Miami set the tone for wide receiver play for decades, and they're working their way to get back to that now.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. It's a short completion of the tight end. A big hit by the linebacker. Physical tackle there. Big versus big. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. On 3rd and short, they try to pick it up on the ground. They make the 1st down. Brought down to the 31. The Canes come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Quick throw caught on the left side. Tackle made after the completion.
Boy, Chris, great timing here with the quarterback against that zone defense, waiting just at the right time to deliver it into that window to pick up a nice gain.
They'll change the pre-snap look now. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Launches downfield. It's pulled in. Completion on a diving catch. They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing off the cannon. The Hurricanes are in the red zone. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. And he just throws the ball away there and lives to play another down. That's a smart choice on first down. Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a third and long. It's a shotgun run call. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Looking to throw it on third and very long. Tries to get it to the running back. Touchdown for the U. Strong game by this quarterback. That kind of execution in the long drive, that's why this team made it to the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with a pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. The Tulane offense is back out on the field now. A little bit of my turn, your turn so far in the early going. Both offenses scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Fires it to the wideout. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. Tackled after a short return to the 23. Nice play by this defense.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. And he didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs, and defense comes down with him.
The guys up front line up. It's first down. Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes. Well, they began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all, Kurt.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give me credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
And the extra point splits the uprights. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. And the returner brought down by that coverage team. Comes the Green Wave offense back on the field. Remember, the last possession ended quickly. The interception on the first play. Let's see if they can do better here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Airing this one out toward the sideline. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Oh, and he's free down the left side. Can they run him down? They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Green Wave. P.T. is good. They draw within 3, 24-21. Getting set to kick the ball off now. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. It'll be tackled right at the 20. That's a good job by the coverage team. And here comes the offense back out onto the field now. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have.
And he can't escape. It's a sack for the defense.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Brought down to the 18, and suddenly this offense is in the red zone.
Nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to three receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
And that's another Miami Hurricanes.
And the Canes are looking to keep this drive going. Offense looking to throw the ball. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Miami. So a quarterback who can escape and score like that, what a boost for this offense.
Yeah, and quarterbacks like this who can scramble are so hard to defend because the defense is so caught up in coverage and defending the pass. By the time they realize what's happening, there's no chance of stopping him from scoring.
And a misfire there on the kickoff as it goes out of bounds. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. And someone on the line there moved a bit early. Offense gets a 5-yard penalty. So it looks like the penalty will be accepted by the head coach, and the offense will pick up some yardage there. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. It's caught downfield. That is a big play. Finally brought down at the 44. Completion good for first down yardage for this offense.
Hey, when you got a wide receiver like this, you got to give him chances downfield to make plays.
Looking to throw it deep. He's got it near the end zone. And he's in. Touchdown, Tulane. Now the important point after attempt. PHC is good. They still trail, though. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Will be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Miami offense is back on the field. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown. Can they keep it going? It's a short completion to the big tight end.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody and allows you to continue to spread.
Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
Well, they're going to go with a play fake here. The only problem is no one on the defense bit at all on the play action. The results are a big sack for this defense.
And the clock stops now for the 2-minute warning. A chance to strategize here before we reach halftime. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Play action fake, looking to throw. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
We finally see a changeup from this defense. It has been a long game for this defensive coordinator. A lot of touchdown passes. They finally find a way to affect the timing between the quarterback and his receivers by getting pressure.
The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground.
And the Tulane offense will take over 1st and 10.
And the Tulane offense is back out on the field now. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Pressure is coming. He's looking deep here. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Oh, my gosh, would he love to have that one back. Open receiver downfield, he misses it. That's where you go back to the receiver and say, hey, man, that one's on me. I'm coming right back to you.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Quick throw to the left. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on 3rd down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big 4th down coming up.
4th down. He's throwing for it. Fires it to the wideout. Finds his man, has the 1st down. And moves the football inside the 40, and it's another 1st down. So early movement from the offense. That'll push him back 5. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. 1st down here for this offense. Defense not pressing this time. It's a run. Running back's got it. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. He's moving out of the pocket. He's got it for a big gain. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Chris, that's another positive gain for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
They're going to run the option. Pitch play to the back. He's got a lane. Can he make the end zone? Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Green Wave. So they'll try to add the lead now with a PAT. Extra point makes it 35-31. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. Fielded in the end zone. It's Knight. And they stop him short of the 25 there. Offense begins at the 22. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. Let's see what they do here in the final minute of the half. Try to get aggressive and cut into this lead or play it safe. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
That's what I love about this guy. Just getting good positive yards here and continue to just keep this drive alive.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
Ooh, how about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
Looking for his big tight end. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Boy, great hands by the defender to take that ball away and pretty much steal it from the intended receiver. I don't know if I'd be targeting that defender very many more times.
And here comes the Green Wave offense back on the field. Let's see what they can do here. There's time to run a few plays, perhaps get into field goal range. And he lobs it deep down the middle. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Tulane. Lining up to try the extra point. PAT is good, so the lead now is 11. So the offense gets momentum, scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. Let's see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. Bringing it out. It's Knight. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. And he'll rifle this one deep to the right side. Throws a fastball, but it's intercepted.
Chris, that is back-to-back drives right now for this quarterback and this offense. Nothing seems to be going right. The defense is doing a good job of confusing the quarterback, who's obviously throwing the ball into coverage. They've got to make some adjustments with their attack because right now it's not working.
And he lofts it toward the sideline. And it's picked off. That was a risky pass attempt, and he paid the price. And they bring him down, but look, there's a penalty marker on the field. Let's see if the officials wipe away this turnover. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 21. That's good work by the coverage team. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? The defense showing blitz here. They'll try the option play here. He'll pitch it. Finally out of bounds after a solid game, but there is a flag on the field. So let's check this out. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Makes the catch downfield. Stop at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks.
Chris, this guy has a big-time arm. He just zipped the ball in there. You know, you can sometimes show your arm strength in other ways than just bombing it deep.
So quickly, all the way up to the 36, and it's first down. Handoff here from the shotgun. Tackled, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 45.
Well, here's the first play to start this second half, and it's really more the same of what we saw in the first half. Really no need to make drastic changes. What you were doing in that first half gave you the lead. Just keep working on it.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. They'll run it here. Running back has the ball. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Lets it fly to the wideout. Easy throw to a wide-open receiver downfield. They bring him down, but not before he gets inside the 30-yard line.
Chris, much like we saw in the first half, this quarterback could put the ball right on the money. Now, you know the defensive coordinator at halftime spent all the time he could with his...
Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior.
Well, I love this defense and how they're playing some man coverage. And let's face it, when you do that, it's a bit risky. You can leave your defensive backs out there on islands. But the good combination of good coverage with a good pressure on the quarterback, and you come up with sacks like this.
And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Throws it to the right. Makes the catch. Can he get in? He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, Green Wave. That's another passing strike from this quarterback. He's having himself a tremendous ballgame.
Boy, this guy just can't miss. Every single time he throws, it seems like he's coming up with another touchdown. The receivers are running good routes. He has enough time to throw. Man, this poor defense, they might want to think about changing up coverage because right now it is not working.
And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one. They're behind the sticks on 2nd and long here from the 12. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. Running out of time in the pocket. Pressured and dropped back at the 8-yard line. Urgency now for the offense that hates to come up empty on this drive down multiple scores. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. The quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's 4th down coming up. The Hurricanes come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. 4th down, looking to throw for it. Looking for his big tight end. And it's complete downfield. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
Just great execution here on this 4th down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the 1st down.
Off the play fake, looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. Trying to get the throw off. Choosing to just throw the ball away that time. 2nd down play now coming up. Now they run a draw play. The running back has been busy today, but not much to show for it. The defense all over him again.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
Crucial play. Down double digits in the 2nd half. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Looking for the wideout. Makes the catch, and that is enough for a 1st down. Brought down quickly, but a big gain through the air. Ball moves to the 45.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On 4th down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the 1st down.
He makes the grab. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a 1st down. The Canes line up on 1st and 10 now. Looking to throw yet again. Lets it go quickly. Caught near the goal line. Brought down just short of the end zone. It'll be 1st and goal from the 1. A chance to get right back into this football game. It's 1st down and goal. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, it is tough to run the football inside this 5-yard line. Give all the credit to that defensive line, eating up those linemen, allowing the rest of the defense to fly to the football for that short loss.
And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Well, the defense does a good job of pressuring the quarterback, but really impressed with the quarterback's effort. Not only does he pull out of that, but he's able to get back close to the line of scrimmage.
3rd and goal, looking to throw the ball. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. And he's got it. Touchdown, Canes. So with playoff pressure, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Look at this. They're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
And the return starts just inside the end zone. And he'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. The Tulane offense is back out on the field now. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. It's a blitz look here from the defense. Running back with the football. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 34.
Chris, what I love here is just the vision by the running back. Showing great patience, the hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
And the wideout goes in motion. And looking to throw now on 1st down. And that's just thrown away. I don't think he's going to get away with that. Yeah, here comes the flag. Second down play coming up. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. And this time it's complete. That's a nice scramble there, a big gain, but not enough for the 1st down.
Another big play by this offense, and it continues to be the pass game. Between the offensive line, the receivers running good routes, and this quarterback making really accurate throws, they are dynamic and a tough offense to stop.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Looking to scramble. And the junior gets home, making a sack there.
How about that? The defense does their job on 3rd down and long. They get after that quarterback, and now it's 4th and forever. Coverage did its part. Let's not forget about that. Bind the pass rush enough time to get after the quarterback.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Tulane 49, Miami 38.
Special teams on the field now. Here comes a punt. And he boots it out of bounds. Not very long. That punt heading out of bounds, so there'll be no return here. And the Miami offense is back on the field. The last drive, the passing game, very effective. Moved them right down the field. And the defense make adjustments. They'll give it to the back. Breaks loose at the 40. Makes the 1st down, but pays a price. Big hit there at the end.
You know, everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers, and don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
Pre-snap motion from the offense. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Just a small gain, looking at 2nd and 9. The Canes looking to use the up-tempo offense here. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Bringing pressure. He'll avoid the sack, but it's brought down after a short gain. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And they pick up the first out of the 23, getting closer to the red zone.
This is why they're in the playoff, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but you get to a critical moment, a third down. You trust that offensive line to come up with a first down, and they get it.
Looking to throw it on first down. And he dumps it off to the tight end. A big hit by the linebacker, able to knock him down.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground. The Hurricanes come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Play action here on first down. The QB throws his 3rd pick of the day. Going the other way, can they stop him? Inside the 40. Inside the 20. At the 10 now. Touchdown, Tulane. And the defense adds 6 to the interception return.
Well, it's just something freeing when you have this kind of lead and you can just turn the defense loose. Getting aggressive pays off for them here. They get the interception, and what athletic ability there to take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
Extra point up and good. They build the lead to 18 here in the final quarter. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. They're trying to recover from that last possession. They had things going, but then a pick 6, a devastating play. They got to recover from that right now. And the sophomore's got him for a sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
He gets loose, able to pick up a solid gain there on the scramble. So a very makeable third down for this offense from the 26-yard line. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. He's escaping the pocket now. Oh, that's just a throwaway there on 3rd down. And now a 4th down play coming up.
Man, the quarterback here just threw this football away on 3rd and short. I'm starting to wonder about this running game right now. If on 3rd and short you decide to throw for it, maybe they're looking to give the defense a new look or maybe keep them guessing. Let's see what they do here on 4th down.
Here we go on 4th down. Breaks loose at the 40. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. At the 20. He'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown for the U.
What a touchdown. Anytime you see a play go for that many yards, everything has to come together. The offensive line did their job, the running back's vision and instincts and speed, and the play caller setting up the perfect personnel group formation and play call. It all came together, and they get the big score.
Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. comes the Green Wave offense back on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together in this drive? Fights off a defender. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, we got a smart offensive coordinator on our hands today, Chris. Great job of just keep feeding this running back, keep it on the ground, working with the lead in the fourth quarter, force them to use all their timeouts, and just keep working that clock.
First down loss sets up 2nd and long in the 11. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Lofting it toward the left sideline. Trying to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's 3rd down. They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Defense bunching at the line, showing blitz. Defense is coming after him. And he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Chris, I just don't know about this call. I like the aggressive approach, but at this point, late in the game, playing with the lead, 3rd down and long, maybe you run the ball. You know, work that clock. Continue to think about the big picture. Now you're facing 4th down and long, and I think you got to punt it away and hope the defense can secure a victory.
First down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. Here comes a first down pass attempt. He's running out of time here. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6. And we've reached the 2-minute warning here. This offense needing to score and then get the football back. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Or throwaway there. Gave up on the play, but now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Here comes a handoff. And moves the ball to the 35, and another first down.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, in this playoff game, no adjustments, go right back to giving his running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Launching it. Another interception. That's number 4 today. Are you kidding me? Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Offense facing a 3rd and short from the 41. Can they make the first down and avoid a tricky 4th down decision? And he's going to float this one to the right side. He's got it right near the end zone. And he scores! Touchdown, Green Wave.
This receiver is putting on a show today. That is 3 trips to the end zone already. And based on how this defense is playing against him, this may not be the last time we see him in the end zone today.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Knight. And it'll be tackled right at the 20. That's a good job by the coverage team. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. This has been a rough game for these guys. Not much left to do but play for pride. And the catch is made way downfield. That's a big gain, but they could have used that when this football game was still in doubt. And he will score! Touchdown, Hurricanes.
That's That's what makes this guy so dangerous as a wide receiver. He can catch the ball underneath, shake and bake and go by you, or use his speed to get around you and make a big play like this for a touchdown.
Automatic in the PAT. Not an ideal kickoff as it heads out of bounds. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. It's a heavy blitz look here. Let's see if they bring the house. He'll hand it off. Picks up a short gain, but his swarm of the defense flying to the football.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
The sophomore able to bring him down quickly. One of those critical third down plays coming up. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man.
Just gets it away. It's a deep ball.
And the pass falls incomplete as the game comes to a close. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.